If you're sitting around waiting for your sphere to send you a referral, you're leaving listings on the table. Stick around, you'll find out exactly what we're talking about. I'll give you a whole list as well. And I'll show you how to turn one listing into 2 or even 3 using a method that costs you almost nothing. I'm not saying referrals aren't great. They are. But agents who are winning right now, they're doing something a little different. They're hunting. Maybe not so different. They're showing up in places their competition just isn't. They're even thinking about it differently. Now, I've been doing this for 22 years and I still use these strategies. In the next 8 minutes, I'm giving you listing strategies 11 through 22. And number 16 is the one I think most agents completely overlook. And look, this isn't a theory. One of our agents at Y Realty used this strategy number 17, which is a reverse prospecting card one, and she picked up 2 listings in 30 days from a neighborhood she'd never worked in before. So remember, this isn't about just cold calling. It's about smart positioning. And here's the thing, most agents hear strategies like this and they nod along and then never do anything with it. So I'm not just going to tell you what to do, I'm going to tell you why it works and how to actually make it happen. If you missed part 1, strategies 1 through 10, I'll link it here, but you don't need to get it. You don't need to watch that one to get value from this one. Now, let's get into it. Strategy number 11, work your first sale by owners and expireds. Now, I know you've heard this before, but here's what most agents get wrong. They only chase the fresh ones. The listing that expired yesterday? Yeah, everyone's calling that seller. But what about the one that expired 6 months ago? A year ago? Those sellers are still out there. A lot of them still want to sell. They just got burned by a bad experience or bad timing. Be the agent who follows up when everyone else has forgotten. That's where the low-hanging fruit is. Strategy number 12, present a market update at a networking event. Join Rotary, join a BNI group, go to your local chamber of commerce, but don't go there to pitch. Go there to educate. Offer to give a 10-minute market update. Have you thought of that? Talk about what's happening with inventory, what's happening with rates, what's happening nationally, what sellers need to know right now, what buyers are having a challenge with. You do that, and you're not the agent who's always selling. You're the expert. And experts get called. Strategy number 13, coordinate a neighborhood event. This one's fun. Well, fun if you like events, right? Organize a neighborhood garage sale, do an Easter egg hunt, host a safety night with the local fire department or the police department. You become the person who brings the neighborhood together. You become the connector. And that's the key when you're trying to build communities. And connectors, they get listings. People want to work with someone who actually cares about the community. Not just someone who wants the commission, because everyone can smell that a mile away. Strategy number 14, call your past listing leads. I want you to go back into your CRM or your notes and find every person you talked to about selling over the last 2 years who never actually listed. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Maybe they got cold feet and that's normal. Whatever happened, call them back. Just check in. I remember doing this when my pipeline was completely dry. I pulled up my old notes, and this is before AI, so I could have done an amazing picture into AI. But anyway, I made about 12 calls, got to number 7. I already had 2 appointments. One of them listed the next month. See, your database is deeper than you think. Strategy number 15, market to move up neighborhoods. When you take a listing, don't just market to that subdivision. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see agents make. Think about who's going to buy that home. If it's $400,000, go hit the 300,000 neighborhood nearby, with probably a just listed postcard and maybe some meta ads. Those are your move up buyers. And guess what? When they buy your listing, their home becomes your next listing. I mean, that's obvious. One listing turns into two, right? Strategy number 16, build relationships with vendors. This one is the one most agents completely ignore. I'm not sure why. Plumbers, roofers, electricians, painters, these are people inside homes every single day. They see who's getting their house ready to sell. They hear conversations. Build those relationships. Send them referrals when you can. Take them to coffee. And when they come across a homeowner who's thinking about maybe selling, guess what? They're going to call you. Why? Because it's happened to us. It happens to us. Here's what I've learned after 22 years in this business. The agent who consistently gets listings aren't necessarily the ones making the most calls. They're the ones showing up the most in the right places, right? They're omnipresent. And strategies 7 through 22 are all about showing up where your competition isn't. But before we get there, quick question. Have you ever tried reverse prospecting? Sending a postcard that says, I have a buyer looking in your neighborhood, or even a letter. We've got those too. Drop reverse in the comments if you've done it before, or new if this is a new idea for you. I'm just genuinely curious. Also, I've got the full checklist, all 32 strategies, as a PDF or Google Doc. If you want it, DM me listings on Instagram and I'll send it right over. All right, let's finish strong. Strategy 17, reverse prospecting postcards. Send a postcard to a specific neighborhood that says, I have a qualified buyer looking for a home in your area. Now, don't lie. If you have one, great. If not, go look for one. And you can also use a letter. We've got, I think, 2 different letters as well. So I don't want you to lie when it comes to this one. If you think it applies to you based on who you're working with, do it. Now, this works because it's specific. It's not, I sell houses, everyone. It's, I might have someone that your house may be amazing for. That gets attention. Strategy 18, live in the comments on social media. Every single day, I want you engaging on social media, not posting only and then ghosting, actually commenting, responding, being part of the conversation. The algorithm really rewards it. And more importantly, people notice. Relationships start in the comments. Strategy 19, write a weekly seller newsletter. Create a simple weekly update for sellers in your market. You know, what's happening, what's going on with the inventory, not just the community. What are homes selling for? What should they know? Better yet, record a video version of that too and send it with the newsletter. Consistency builds authority, and authority gets listings. Strategy number 20, show up ready for floor duty. Most agents treat floor duty like a chore. They scroll through their phone and hope nothing happens. Don't be that agent, please. Show up with your scripts ready, or show up with something to talk about that's happening in the area. Show up expecting the phone to ring. You'll convert opportunities that everyone else walks by. Now, you can also, if it has a lot of foot traffic and you are the one on duty, make sure that you're connecting with people. Make sure that you're engaging with them. And if nobody's passing by, guess what? Use that time to create content to connect with people on social, or connect with people on social through comments. This is why I love floor time. Is that what you call it? Floor time? I remember doing it years ago and now I don't remember the name. But anyway, strategy number 21, open houses plus circle prospecting. When you host an open house, don't just put a sign in the yard and wait or forget about it. Before the open house, knock on 20 to 25 doors in the neighborhood. Invite the neighbors, invite their friends if they're there. That's where your next listing comes from. not the people walking through the door necessarily. The neighbors who are watching and thinking, maybe it's our turn. Well, let's see what this one sells for. That's the key. Strategy number 22, partner with new construction. Builders need coverage on weekends and evenings. Offer to sit their model homes for them. Like, this is a no-brainer. You'll meet buyers who need to sell their current home. You'll meet neighbors in the area who are curious. It free leads and positions you as someone who knows the area well and who's also connected to the builders that are there giving this opportunity for everybody else. Now, there is something else you can do with this one that I've seen work. On social media, you can walk through these new builds and record a walkthrough and then voice it over, post it up consistently, look at the different models, offer that as well. And if any of those, here's the key to this, okay? If any of those go viral, your job is to put some money behind it and make it a lead ad. That means if people are interested, they're going to fill out the form through Facebook or Instagram, and that lead's going to come to you. And now you're creating an opportunity for these builders because you're bringing in the buyers. If you bring in enough buyers, because we've done this locally as well when we had a lot of new builds, we don't anymore. If you do this, builders would be like, how the hell did this happen? How do you have so many people coming through? It's an amazing tactic. I just want you to test it out as well. Now, you've got 12 more strategies to find listings, but here's the reality. Getting the appointment is only half the battle. You're sitting across from that seller. You've got to know exactly what to say, or at least get that dialogue going in the right direction. Now, tomorrow, we're going to go over the rest of this list. I want you to tune in because this can really lay the groundwork for what you need to be doing for the next year. I'll see you tomorrow. And if you have questions, message me on Instagram or go in the comments below. And one of us will take a look at it, if not me. Have an awesome day.